Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. It is Spirit Goddess Julie. So I have some news for you guys. The podcast name has changed from Women Empowering Women to Spirit Goddess Spreading Awareness. April and I just decided that we were going in separate directions. Nothing ended badly. We are on, good terms. Everything is fine when it comes to that. We are no longer going to do lives together. She is going to do her thing. I'm going to do my own. I am really focusing on this mental health podcast and spreading awareness. So that is the update on that. Tonight's topic is anxiety. So what is anxiety? And it is intense, excessive, and persistent worry and fear about everyday situations. You can get fast heart rate, rapid breathing, sweating, and feeling tired may occur. Anxiety can be normal in stressful situations, such as public speaking or taking a test. Anxiety is only an indicator of underlying disease when feelings become excessive, all-consuming, and interfere with daily living. What are some causes of anxiety? Trauma. If you have experienced trauma in your life, you are at higher risk. Stress due to illness, stress buildup, personality, other mental health disorders, having blood relatives with anxiety disorder, and drugs or alcohol. 7 signs of anxiety. Feeling scared for no reason. When someone experiencing anxiety, it is the body's reaction to a stressor. Always feeling stressed about time, irritability, extreme cleanliness, intrusive thoughts, increased isolation, increase in being or feeling fatigued. What are 5 stages of anxiety? There are mid-anxiety. Although often described as subclinical or clinically non-significant, mid-anxiety can impact emotional, social, and professional functioning. There's also moderate anxiety, severe anxiety, panic level anxiety, and managing anxiety. So now I'm going to dig a little bit deeper into those. So what does mild anxiety mean, or what does it look like? Symptoms may be persistent as social, or they may present, symptoms may present as social anxiety or shyness and can be experienced in early childhood to adulthood. If left unaddressed, mild anxiety can lead to manipulative coping strategies or more severe mental conditions. Next, we're going to dig into moderate anxiety. What is moderate anxiety and what does it look like? More frequent or present symptoms than those with mild anxiety, but still have better daily functioning than someone with severe or panic disorder. For example, people with moderate anxiety may report experiencing symptoms such as feeling on edge, being unable to control their worrying, or being unable to relax several days or a majority of the week, but not every day. Although moderate anxiety symptoms are disruptive, people with moderate anxiety may have success in managing their anxiety with the help of a doctor or self-help strategies. Severe anxiety. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Severe anxiety is intensely debilitating. I just seen somebody say that in the comments as well. Symptoms of severe anxiety meet key diagnostic criteria for clinically significant anxiety disorder. People with severe anxiety typically score higher on scales of distress and lower on functioning. Severe anxiety symptoms also frequently occur with major depression, which can contribute to greater disability. Symptoms are frequent and persistent and may include increased heart rate, feelings of panic, and social withdrawal. These symptoms can result in loss of work and increased healthcare costs. In addition, individuals with severe anxiety may turn to drugs or alcohol as a means to cope with their symptoms. All right. Panic level anxiety or panic disorder is characterized by frequent, reoccurring, and unexpected panic attacks. A panic attack can include symptoms such as rapid onset of extreme fear, heart palpitations, rapid breathing, nausea or dizziness, fear of death. Panic attacks usually last around 10 minutes. The triggers for panic attacks vary from person to person, and the cause of the attack may be familiar to a person or unknown. What are 5 coping skills to deal with anxiety? Keep physically active and eat healthy foods. Avoid alcohol and recreational drugs. Quit smoking, cut back or quit drinking caffeinated beverages. Use stress management and relaxation techniques. Make sleep a priority. There is a 3-3-3 rule when it comes to anxiety. Here's the rule. Look around you. Name 3 things you see, then name 3 sounds you hear, then move 3 parts of your body. Here's another coping trick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. Anxiety disorders are the most common of mental health disorders and affect nearly 30% of adults at some point in their lives. Anxiety disorders are treatable. Cognitive behavior therapy, CBT, is the most effective form of psychotherapy for anxiety disorders. Generally, short-term treatment, CBT, focuses on teaching you specific skills to improve your symptoms and gradually return to the activities that you avoided once because of anxiety. If you are someone you know is experiencing any kind of anxiety, stress, trauma, and you need help, you can chat with someone 24/7. Call or text 988. That is Suicide and Crisis Helpline. Canadian Mental Helpline is 1-800-668-6868. Or you can text CONNECT, CONNECT, to 686-868. Also, I have the number for the Canadian Mental Health Association. That is 416-646-5557. Australian Mental Health is 1-800-512-348. Thank you, guys. That's what I have for anxiety. So if anybody wants to come up and share any experience that they've ever had with anxiety, you are more than welcome to do so. I'm going to share a little bit of my story, and then we can get into Neil stuff if anybody wants to come up for that as well. So I was first diagnosed with anxiety when I was 15, I do believe. I was started on first antidepressants. They didn't work. Then they eventually moved me to Xanax. I was on Xanax for probably 4 or 5 years. I moved to another state. I got a new doctor. That doctor decided to take me off of the Xanax, which I'm happy that they did. But after doing so, it did take me a very, very long time to find what worked for me. Many medications, many trials, I guess, and tribulations. It was try this and it either gives me side effects or it doesn't. So I went through back and forth of that. I am now going to be 37 years old, and they have finally found the right medication. I have been on this medication, I think, for going on 4 years now. It is Clonidine. I am on only 0.5. It is not a controlled substance. It is not something, so I'm very glad that the doctor decided to take me off of the controlled substance to put me on something that was not and is not addicting. I also was diagnosed with PTSD at a young age due to some childhood trauma brought on by my father. So it took me many, many, many years. There was one thing, and I've said this a few times in my lives, and I believe on the podcast as well. There's one coping skill that I use. not only ever since I've been very heavy into my spiritual stuff and been able to connect with spirit and be on that path, but I've been able to learn that a lot of it is a lot to do with your mind. So this isn't possible for everyone, and it won't work for everyone, but it did for me, and it might work for somebody else. It helped trick my brain. I heard one time from somebody that anxiety is stemmed from worrying about things in the present, and depression is stemmed from worrying about things in the past. So if I stop worrying about things in the past because they're in the past, they're things that are done, I cannot change them. There's nothing I can do. If I let go of that stuff in the past, that lessens the depression. The anxiety part comes from worrying about the present and what's going to happen in the future. Present stuff, yeah, I get worrying about. Future stuff, don't fret it. It's okay. It's in the future. You can't control it. But yes, breathing tips. If I find myself out and I'm in a panic, there's too many people. I have social anxiety as well. If there's too many people, or I find myself in a store and I will go to my car and I will do either breathing, 5 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. I will do the techniques that I mentioned in here. The 3 technique, the 3 rule. I'll do like 3 colors that are around me. This one was look around, name 3 things you can see, 3 sounds, and 3 parts of your body. So as long as you can, and that's what I said in the beginning, it's about tricking your brain. So if you can really get your brain to understand the whole depression is stemmed from worrying about things in the past, and anxiety is stemmed from worrying about things in the present. Think about it. When you do breathing, when you have your anxiety and you're doing these other techniques, what are you doing? You're tricking your brain, right? You're making it, it's pretty much like with children, like an out of sight, out of mind thing. You're taking your anxiety, you're taking it away by putting your mind on something else. I hope that makes sense for everybody. Tightness in your chest. Yeah, those are panic attacks. Yes. Yep, redirect yourself. Absolutely. Yep, I do too. Not all of the panic attacks do I, but yes, I have experienced the tightness in the chest. It's just, I'm glad that it makes sense. I'm glad it does, because it's really important. When you're doing these techniques, that's really what you're doing, is you're tricking your mind, or you're putting your mind onto something else. So if we could just learn to do that when we feel the anxiety coming on, or you're like, oh man, I'm really freaking about something coming up. Maybe it's a test, maybe it's something for work, a promotion, whatever. Like when you feel that anxiety creeping up, if we can trick our brains into thinking about something else, and it might just help for the moment. It doesn't mean it's a fixer all. It's not going to fix everything. But that's just my experiences and how I've dealt with anxiety. And like I said, I was 15, I do believe, when I was first diagnosed. 16 or 17, I believe, when they first put me on Xanax. And I was on that for a few years, and I'm really glad that I had moved and got a new doctor and they got me off of it, and I'm on something that is not a control. Talk to someone close to me if it gets the best. There you go. Yes, that works too. That is a very good coping skill. Talking to someone close, calling someone you trust. There's many different things, sometimes people don't trust therapists, or there's a lot of times that the system fails us. We get comfortable with a therapist, and then all of a sudden they're gone. And then you gotta start over new, and it feels like you're continuously telling your story, and it gets tiring. It does. And I understand that. And I understand the part of the mental health system that fails a lot of people. But there's also not enough people in the mental health field to help the amount of people that need help. And the people have to want to help themselves. And with that, I'm going to go into Neil Lafever. So, quick update. Since the last time I did an update on him, he was back at Bella's. I since found out that he left the woman in the middle of the night that was in St. Louis. Bella sent him money to get out of there. She admitted that tonight on live. They were both freaking out on live, fighting tonight. He has left her house. Last I knew, he was in a taxi. He's going to a hotel. He manipulated her too. And where did he meet this Bella chick? On TikTok. Yeah, he was literally just in a cab on his way to the hotel. Yep. She kicked him out for the second time. She came on our podcast once already, talked mad about him, talked mad dirt, how he ruined the loft and all this other stuff. Come to find out, for him to go to St. Louis, leave this woman in the middle of the night, go back to Bella, has been telling her husband this whole time that he's her cousin. He literally just called her husband the R word on TikTok, said he's not there, if you don't know what the R word means. He said a lot of horrible stuff. Who was before Bella? He met this woman. Her name was Bad at Love. She's on the Reddit. If you guys don't know the Reddit page, it is still linked in my bio. I didn't really want to link anything with him to my bio, but I left it there for anybody that doesn't know how to get there. All of the proof is on there. Yeah, he was with Candy. He left from Candy, went to Bella. Went from Bella to this Bad at Love. She was in St. Louis. He left St. Louis, went back to Bella. And just tonight, they got in a huge argument. It's recorded. It will be on Reddit if it's not already. How many since April? All right, so the last that I had was 27. And including, so it would be 28, I do believe. Well, the Virginia trip, yeah, that too. Okay, 29. What do you mean, Kristen? Is it booting you? I couldn't find my cord for my ring light tonight, y'all, so sorry. I'm kind of dark over here. So, yes, Bella admitted tonight that she screwed up again. Supposedly, she has spent thousands of dollars on him. So he's not stopping. There's a few other girls. I mean, people were even going in his live saying he has a whole Reddit page. This guy's a scammer. Even some of his supporters were like, you haven't changed since the last live I seen you in, since April's, when you were leaving the last time. No, it's not on the Spotify. That's the podcast. You got to scroll all the way to the bottom for Neil's Reddit. If you click my link, scroll all the way to the bottom. So, yeah, I mean, it was a pretty big fight for TikTok and to be live. And for someone who is claiming that he's going to start this mental health podcast, and he keeps saying that he wants all of this merch made and bracelets and stuff with hashtag mental health matters. Now, you can't tell me that somebody doesn't already have that copyrighted. Hashtag mental health matters. Come on. That's a big thing. You can't tell me. Yes, he made $600 in his live. He was like, oh, this is the greatest live I ever had. Even when I had 90,000 followers, I only got 20 people in here, and this is the best live ever. Yeah, it's absolutely sickening. Absolutely sick. And he's not going to stop. There's already a new victim. She's like, oh, I'm going to bring you. Can somebody help me with the state? And if anybody wants to come up in the boxes, you guys, now you're more than welcome. If you have 1,000 and you want to come up and talk about it with me, you are more than welcome to come up here. No, he's not going to stop at any cost. None. I'm glad April got out when she did too. I have nothing bad to say about April, y'all. Me and April just had different paths. You know what I mean? Like, she has a reason to really hate this man, okay? I mean, I hate him, but it's different. It's different. I do not wish any bad on her. It's just that I really want to do this mental health awareness. I want to be the person that gets on this podcast and helps people with information. Like, in the beginning of my podcast, I might just be reading you facts and stuff that I researched online, but that's a lot of information. It's a lot of facts. I give you resources. Anyone can and at any time reach out to me. Spirit Goddess Julie on TikTok or Spirit Goddess is back. Either one of those accounts. Yes, Ambi, I agree. We need a way to send it to her, is the problem. So, I know there's a lot of people who aren't able to go live, and it's absolutely okay, you guys. I'm literally just here to, like I said, spread awareness. Today, I wasn't even really going to bring up Neil, but the fact that he just did what he did on live, he said the things he said, Bella, which is actually not really Bella. That is not her real name. If anybody needs to know any information that I have not given or you want to know, Reddit is the place to go. I can post things on there that I am not allowed to post on TikTok and other people, by the way. I'm not the only one who posts on there, and I have not been scared to say my name. And I will say it on here that my name has a little thing right underneath it that says Head Bitch Troll. That's me. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. That would be me. Just so everyone is aware that Julie, since Bella wants to keep staring right into her phone like she's talking to me, which half the time I'm not even watching her. I see recordings. It's sick. Like, come on, you guys. You guys are on here trying to spread advocacy. You have a drunk man in your house. You have admitted to giving him controlled substances. This is not okay. And if anybody for 1 second thinks that it is okay, I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm not believing it. I haven't seen it. And if they do, Bella did say that they have a Reddit page on me. And if they do, you guys, I already know who it is. There is a man on this app. His name is their name, sorry. They like to be called they, them is their pronouns. Eris. And he started following Neil because he prefers the male. And yeah, I don't think I have to say any more from there. He was jealous of me before. He made a Spirit Goddess Julia's fake page on TikTok. There's literally one video. There's hardly any followers. They bought... Kristen, thank you, sweetie. They bought all the followers for them to go live. And it's never went anywhere. I've never scammed anybody. You guys see what I do. I go to the cemetery. I do readings. People ask for readings and I deliver. That's not a scam. That's not a scam at all. I have never, ever, ever, I will say this again and I will elaborate. I have never asked anybody for any money. Neil claims that I am making money off of him. Pfft, honey, I wish. I fucking wish. But you are being scammed by Nigerian scammers. People have tried to warn you. People are having your people go on WhatsApp and why would they be talking to them? It's not okay. Oh no, Kristen, go out and come back in. It's just not okay, you guys. He doesn't get it. He doesn't. And Bella literally just said the same thing herself. He needs help. Hi, Michelle. He needs help. Oh, thank you, lovey. He needs help, you guys. And he's not going to get it until he wants to. She said that as well. She admitted to all his drinking and how much he drinks. All the money that anybody sends him, he is drinking away. Oh yeah, him and Bella got into a huge fight today. Huge. It was on. They were live. She went live trashing him. She kicked him out again. He's in an Uber on his way to a hotel, unless he's made it to the hotel already. Kristen, I'm so sorry, honey. I'm live podcast. She did. She called him an alcoholic, and I believe that is what he is. He drinks every day. There was a video on Reddit earlier. He was drinking at 2:00 in the afternoon. He claimed that Bella was in love. She said she wasn't. She said she didn't love her husband either, that her whole plan was to get out of Chicago and she was getting ready to move. And I truly believe that they planned to move together and do the podcast together. I truly believe that. I do not believe her when she says that she didn't. She cared for him. She might not have loved him, but there's no way a woman freaks out like that for no reason. Yeah, it's completely out of control. It absolutely is. Completely out of control. If there's anything that anybody has missed from the beginning of the live about anxiety, repeat what I said. I just said he's gotten completely out of control. It's out of control and he's not going to stop. Yeah, that's all he's doing. That is all he's doing. And then he blames it on all these women. All these women are crazy. He's like, I'm sick of this every 3 days or da-da-da-da-da. I'm sick of moving around. And people in his lives are even telling him, well, stop. It seems like a you problem. You are the common denominator. What sparked the fight is because they battled earlier today, and someone in his live was telling him, be careful, Neil, I have a bad feeling about her. And some other bad shit about Bella. And he never defended her. Never. Not one time. I have a whole 15 minutes of it. Not one time did he defend her. And she lost her shit. Yeah. Yes, he did. She called him a sore loser. All kinds of stuff went down. Yeah. Everyone is literally giving him money to drink and do drugs. Yes, ma'am. There's also a video on Reddit. He was popping pills on live last night. Can I show what? The video? I can't, unfortunately, because they can give me the banana. I wish I could. Yes, he did ask the cab driver, is there a store close to this hotel? Some people don't have Reddit, Amber. I know. I know. I wish I could show it on here. I understand that some people don't have it and they're not getting to see these videos and stuff. And I'm really sorry. It's just the one place I know where we can post the truth, where we can spread awareness. He's not just on the Reddit page that has been created about him. There's over 100 members on it, and he has been shared numerous times to biggest scammers of TikTok. We will get the message out there. He's losing control and losing grip because, listen, that's what narcissists do. When they feel like they no longer have control over the situation, they panic. They freak. like a fish out of water. Yeah, he's already lit, and he's going to go to the hotel room, go to the store, get some more twisted tea, drink some more, because he knows that if he goes back to this hotel room, yes, he's been drinking all day. If he goes back to this hotel room and drinks on live and crybabies and says, he was already just doing it in the cab. I'm really stuck, and oh, now nobody wants to send me nothing. I can't even get a damn rose, and da-da-da. He's going to crybaby his way into getting gifts. And why Candy or anyone else would send him all that money on TikTok when TikTok takes 60% of it is just beyond me. Send it to his PayPal. Quit sending it through Cash App and giving him gifts. Oh, I'm going to need a lion. I'm going to need galaxies up in here. If you guys want to prove your loyalty, you better send me some galaxies. Excuse me? You should never be asking your followers for a fucking thing. If they want to send you shit, that's on them. I set a goal. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. If people want to send it, they do. I have never and will never ask my followers for a damn thing. I have not made a penny off of Neil. I don't know any of his cash. I don't know how to hack shit. If I was a hacker, why would I be hacking Neil of all people? Why wouldn't I be hacking somebody that has millions of dollars? Really? Somebody who lives off of TikTok? I'm going to waste my time? No, honey, I got bigger fish to fry. Yes, he got a lion last night, his first lion ever, and he made like $600 off the live. He made a few hundred off the live and then extra, because he was telling Bella, it's on Reddit, she said something about, or he did, about an extra 300, 2 or 300. It's only 10 out of your pocket. Yeah, only 10 out of our pocket. And TikTok takes it, and then he does. That's why he thinks it's like nothing, because he doesn't even get that $10. Why? It doesn't even make any sense. And the proof he's not, him, Bella, anybody else that's want to talk shit on me or talk bad on me, they've never come with proof. Guess what? I've shown my certifications of me being a psychic healer on live. I've showed it on a video. I have showed my certifications of me being an ordained minister on there. I've showed my certifications of being a master of Wicca. Not like it's any of anybody's damn business, but I come with receipts. I have showed proof. He has showed nothing against me. Nothing. Where are all these people I've scammed? Where's the proof? Where are their readings? Where's the proof of it? It's literally, he's trying to project his pain and his bullshit onto somebody else who he knows isn't doing anything wrong but putting the truth out there. That's what the problem is. That's why he don't like me. Y'all, he was threatening last night. He called April last night asking her for my phone number. I want Julie's phone number. And like I said, I have nothing bad to say about April. April and I came together, and this whole thing about Neil started, about us spreading awareness, because I knew that she got hurt. I could hear it. I could hear it in the cry, and she didn't deserve it. And she is a good person. We just had different outlooks on things. That's it. Right. I wouldn't even answer him. Exactly. Like I said, I'm not going to talk bad on April, but I wouldn't answer it. And that's all I'm going to say. I will not say anything bad. I won't. She has given me no reason to as of yet. And that's not who I am, so I'm not going to do it. Like I said, we just had different outlooks on the future My big thing is this podcast and making it to where one day I'm not sitting here by myself. One day I will have my own office and my own space to invite people into to be on my podcast. That is my goal. My goal is to spread awareness about mental health and to reach out to people and maybe catch one person's ear, and, you know, it might change their perspective. Aw, Kaylee, you guys, you all have been very, very supportive. 1000%. Like, without you guys, I don't know. I would be such a mess because I wouldn't know how to do all of this by myself. Like, they think that this is just two. Well, first it was 2 scorned women. He said April told him she wasn't talking to you for days. No. Night before last, we had talked. Nope, that's not true. We aren't, like, we're not talking, like, we're not besties or anything, like, because she's doing her own thing with this and I'm going my own way with it. I don't think she did, no. I don't think she got the banana, not that I'm aware of, no. Thank you. I will always be here. You guys, listen, in the end, all right, this is the way I'm going to say it. In the end, April got hurt by him in a different way than I did. In the end, my outlook is mental health awareness. And will I talk about Neil and spread awareness on TikTok and on my podcast about him? Yes. But do I want all of my podcasts and everything I do to be about him? No. And that's how her life got to be. Everything was, and I don't want my life like that. I don't want my phone blowing up all day, every day with, and I'm not saying this was a bad thing with everybody helping us, but you guys have to understand, the Reddit page was going off on my phone. I had people on TikTok messaging me. We had April and I, like, there was multiple things, and it just got to be too much. Like, we said that at first, and then things just transpired after that, and we decided that we're just gonna go our separate ways. She'll do her lives, I'll do mine, and move forward. I am going to end the podcast for now. If you did make it to this episode, I want to thank you so much for being here with us, for making it into our 6th episode and making it to the end. I will be here. I am going to try to start being here 2 days a week starting next week, and I will have 2 different topics for that. I also am going to try to get a hold of people ahead of time to make sure that we can get people in here and get a conversation rolling. Again, I want to say thank you. This is the end of Spirit Goddess Spreading Awareness. Have a good evening, loves.